To other news now, businesses in Brixham say they're being hit hard by the impact of the Cryptosporidium outbreak. South West Water says it will fast-track compensation claims from those affected. But the government's being urged to put greater pressure on the water company with a warning that anger in South Devon is palpable. 2,500 households are still being advised to boil their tap water. Our environment correspondent Kirk England reports.
It feels like a triple whammy. COVID, the cost of living, and now Cryptosporidium. It's weeks since people first reported feeling unwell, and 5 days since thousands were told to stop drinking the tap water unless they boiled it first. The fallout from the outbreak has hit people and businesses.
Over 3 or 4 or 5 days, we probably lost £5,000 in turnover. And that impacts obviously on our business, our suppliers, some of our staff, and that message was the same for that period of time throughout Brixham as well.
Some B&Bs say they've seen cancellations, others bookings for the summer are now being hit. It's been tough for Erica Sherratt. Her holiday here to Rhodes to celebrate being given the all clear from cancer ended up as a nightmare after she fell ill.
It started with the diarrhoea. Wasn't too concerned at first. Then came the dizziness, feeling I was going to pass out. Had to lie down, legs in the air, and then the vomiting started. Uncontrollable, vomiting, even water that I was swallowing. Didn't leave the holiday room. Spent the first 3-4 days just sat on my balcony, not able to go out. Finally ventured out about day 4, day 5.
This isn't the image Brixham wanted ahead of the bank holiday. South West Water says businesses affected will get compensation fast-tracked with a dedicated helpline.
We do appreciate it's had a significant impact on local businesses. We want to deal with that on a case-by-case basis to make sure we understand the impact on each individual business and look at the compensation that they are therefore due.
The impact of all this was raised in Westminster today.
The anger in Brixham is palpable, the frustration is apparent, and the sheer inconvenience that has been put on them by South West Water is absolutely abhorrent.
Issues around drinking water are taken with the absolute utmost seriousness within government, and that is why I can assure him that these issues will be looked at extremely closely.
But the big question is, how long will this go on for? We're heading towards a bank holiday. For some, this is going to be the busiest time of their year. What reassurances can you give them about when all of this is going to be over?
So we know that that is an absolutely critical question. We are, I'm afraid, expecting this to continue for a number of days yet. We want to absolutely make sure that public health is a priority. So we need to get some clear days of sampling through to make sure that there is nothing that's left in the network that could cause any harm to public health.
It's the 2,500 households supplied by the tanks here that are still affected by the boil water notice. South West Water says today pipes were flushed out with clean water, and it's still thought a damaged valve in a field could be how the parasite got into the system. But it was the lifting of the boil water notice for 14,500 households at the weekend that's given people hope that the end could be in sight.
We've seen trade start to get back towards normal levels. It's still a little bit quiet yesterday, but we're more like 80% of normal levels yesterday and maybe 90% today. So it does seem like maybe that message is just starting to get back out now that actually we're going to be okay.
It feels like Brixham is bouncing back. Kirk England, BBC Spotlight.